Did you know that while you sleep, your body might be slowly destroying itself? Especially after the age of 60, if you're not getting enough protein, your muscles can break down overnight without you even realizing it. This can leave you feeling weaker, more fatigued, and over time, less independent. Research from Harvard shows that nearly 50% of older adults lose muscle mass while they sleep. And if you don't take action, this process will only get worse. But here's the good news: you can stop this from happening. There's a simple, natural way to turn things around, and it's all about what you eat before bed. I'll show you how certain foods can actually help your body rebuild muscle while you sleep, without complicated diets or expensive supplements. Stay with me, and you'll learn how to protect your muscle health, all while you're resting. As we grow older, we all notice changes in our bodies, some small, some more noticeable. One of the most common changes is that our muscles seem to lose their strength. You may have noticed that simple tasks, like carrying groceries, getting out of a chair, or even walking up a flight of stairs, seem harder than they used to be. Now, you might think it's just a part of getting older, and while some of it is, there's a lot more going on underneath the surface that you might not realize. You see, muscle loss doesn't just happen during the day. It can happen while you're sleeping. Sounds surprising, right? But it's true. And this doesn't just happen when you're in your 70s or 80s. It can start in your 60s too. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, people over the age of 60 can lose up to 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade. And this rate tends to increase as we age. I'll never forget the first time I saw this firsthand with one of my patients, Mr. Thompson. He was a strong, active man in his 60s, but over the years, he started to feel weaker. One morning, he came in and said, "Doc, I just woke up this morning, and I feel like my body isn't my own anymore." After a quick checkup, I explained to him what was happening. His muscles were breaking down at night, during sleep, because his body didn't have enough protein to rebuild them. The next day, he came in with a concerned look on his face, saying, "Doc, I had no idea this could happen while I was sleeping." And honestly, many people don't. You might think muscle loss only happens when you're not moving or when you don't exercise enough, but the reality is much more complex. While we sleep, our bodies are supposed to be in repair mode, fixing the wear and tear from the day. However, if we're not fueling our bodies with the right nutrients before bed, our muscles are left unprotected, and they begin to break down. Think about it this way: if you don't give your body the right building blocks, it starts taking them from itself. And that's when muscle loss begins to accelerate. So, why does this happen? It's all about protein. You've probably heard that protein is important for building muscle. Well, the reason it's so essential is because protein helps repair and rebuild the tiny fibers in your muscles that get torn during physical activity, even when we're resting. When we don't have enough protein, that rebuilding process slows down or stops completely. It's like trying to repair a house without the right tools or materials. Eventually, the house starts to fall apart. That's what happens to your muscles. And unfortunately, as we age, the body's ability to hold on to muscle mass declines, even if we're doing all the right things. But the good news is, this process can be slowed, and even reversed, with some simple changes. And I'll tell you exactly how to do that in just a moment. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Muscle loss is something that many older adults experience, but there is something you can do about it. If you've ever woken up feeling like your body didn't get the rest it needed, you'll want to stay with me through this video. Now I want to talk about something that can really make a difference: nutrition. You see, our bodies need certain nutrients to do their job properly, especially when it comes to muscle repair. Just like how a car needs fuel to run, your muscles need the right kind of fuel to rebuild themselves, especially while you're asleep. In fact, studies have shown that protein is absolutely essential for muscle maintenance. According to Harvard Health, people who don't consume enough protein are at a higher risk of losing muscle mass as they get older. But here's the thing: it's not just about eating protein in general, it's about eating the right kinds of protein and at the right time. I often tell my patients that if you want your body to repair and grow muscle while you sleep, you've got to give it what it needs before you go to bed. Think of it as giving your muscles a late-night snack, a healthy one that will fuel them while they rest. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The best type of protein for muscle repair is something called casein protein. It's a type of protein that digests slowly, providing a steady release of amino acids throughout the night. So, instead of your body breaking down its own muscle tissue, it gets the fuel it needs to rebuild and repair the muscle fibers. One of my patients, Mrs. Johnson, made this discovery after struggling with weak muscles for months. She had a hard time lifting her grocery bags, and even walking around her neighborhood was a challenge. She felt frustrated, and rightfully so. She wanted to regain her strength, but no matter how hard she worked out or how much she tried to eat healthy, it wasn't enough. When I recommended she add a small serving of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt before bed, she was a bit skeptical. But she gave it a try. And you know what happened? Within a few weeks, she started noticing a difference. She could feel her muscles getting stronger, her energy returning, and even her sleep improving. It wasn't magic. It was simply providing her body with what it needed to repair itself. But let me clarify, you don't need to go overboard or eat a ton of food right before bed. It's all about making sure your body has access to the nutrients it needs without overwhelming it. And it's not just dairy that's helpful. Tuna, almond butter, and even a whey protein shake can be great options too. All of these foods contain protein that digests slowly, helping to repair muscle tissue and prevent muscle breakdown during the night. Now, I know this might sound like a lot of information, but it's actually very simple. You don't need to make huge changes. By just adding the right food to your routine, you'll be giving your body the tools it needs to keep those muscles strong. If you're sitting there thinking, "That sounds so easy, I can do that," I'm glad to hear it. I promise you, these small changes can make a big difference. It's not about drastic dieting or expensive supplements. It's about giving your muscles the nutrition they need when they need it most. Now that we understand the importance of protein, let's dive into what foods you can start adding to your diet, particularly before bed, to help build muscle while you sleep. When I talk to my patients, I often tell them that nutrition isn't about a single meal or snack. It's about consistently giving your body what it needs, day in and day out. And for many older adults, making a few small changes to your nighttime routine can really help preserve muscle mass and strength. So, let's look at 8 muscle-building foods that you can easily add to your evening routine. They're simple, accessible, and packed with the nutrients that will help your muscles stay strong and healthy. Cottage cheese. This is a favorite of mine for many of my patients. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, which digests slowly, keeping your muscles fueled throughout the night. The best part is, it's not only great for muscle recovery, but it's also light and easy to incorporate into any diet. You could add a scoop to a small bowl and even sprinkle some cinnamon on top for a little extra flavor. Hard-boiled eggs. Eggs are one of nature's perfect foods. They contain complete protein, meaning they have all the essential amino acids your body needs. Plus, they're packed with leucine, a special amino acid that triggers muscle repair. If you're looking for a quick and easy bedtime snack, hard-boiled eggs are your go-to. Tuna in olive oil. Now, I'm sure you've heard about the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, and tuna is a great source of these healthy fats. But tuna also packs a punch when it comes to leucine, the amino acid that helps build muscle. When combined with olive oil, which helps slow digestion, this simple meal helps your muscles get the building blocks they need without any unnecessary rush. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is another powerhouse food. It contains casein protein just like cottage cheese, but it also has probiotics that support your gut health and calcium to keep your bones strong. It's a great choice to help reduce muscle soreness while boosting muscle recovery overnight. Warm milk with turmeric. This may sound a little unusual, but trust me, it's a game changer. The combination of milk and turmeric, also known as golden milk, is not just comforting, it's anti-inflammatory and helps your body fight any muscle aches or pain while you sleep. Plus, the casein protein in the milk helps keep your muscles fueled throughout the night. Almond butter. If you prefer plant-based options, almond butter is a fantastic choice. Packed with healthy fats, Almond butter slows digestion and helps keep your muscles protected from breaking down during the night. Spread some on whole grain toast or enjoy it with a few apple slices for a balanced snack. Tart cherry juice. This one may surprise you, but tart cherry juice has been shown to reduce muscle soreness and improve sleep quality. The secret is in its anthocyanins, which help your muscles recover and relax. A small glass of tart cherry juice before bed can promote a better night's sleep and reduce the muscle pain that might keep you awake. Whey protein shake. Lastly, if you want something easy and quick, whey protein is a great option. It's a complete protein, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle. And studies show that drinking a whey protein shake before bed can increase muscle protein synthesis and improve muscle strength. These are just a few examples of the foods that can help your body repair and build muscle while you sleep. The key is consistency. Incorporating one or two of these foods into your routine each night will make a big difference over time. You may be wondering, how do I make this work for me? Well, it's easier than you think. It's all about timing and balance. When we think about our health, we often focus on the big things: exercise, medication, doctor visits. But what we eat, and when we eat it, plays a crucial role, especially as we get older. And if you can incorporate just one of these foods into your routine each night, you'll start noticing results. For example, let's say you try a small bowl of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt 30 minutes before bed. You don't have to eat a lot, just enough to give your body a steady supply of protein as it works to rebuild muscle. Over time, you'll start to feel the difference. Your muscles will feel stronger, and you'll have more energy throughout the day. You can even experiment with different combinations of these foods to find what works best for you. It's about taking small, simple steps to support your health. And remember, you don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. These are just simple additions you can make that will pay off in the long run. But the real benefit is how these changes will help you keep your strength and independence for years to come. Whether it's getting up from a chair without effort, carrying your groceries with ease, or walking around your neighborhood without feeling winded, you'll notice the difference. And those little victories are worth celebrating. Now that you know how easy it is to start rebuilding muscle while you sleep, it's time to take action. These small, consistent changes can help you maintain your strength, energy, and independence as you age. It's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about making small, sustainable choices that add up to a big difference in the long run. If you found this helpful, give us a like. If not, type 0 in the comments, but if it helped, let us know by typing 1. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-saving health tips. We're here to help you live a healthier, stronger life, one step at a time.